How's it going?
It's going good. I'm very tired. Like always, it's a sleepy Saturday, I guess, today, but oh, pretty good. I'm very excited for all the new horror movies that are coming out.
I
Um,
heard Obsession.
Heard Obsession's real good, and I'm gonna have to watch it, but I'm like trying to decide if I want to see it in theaters or not because I was like, ugh. So that's right here. Passengers is coming out too.
Okay.
I wanted to watch Hokum, but it's not streaming anywhere, so I was like kind of bummed out.
And it's out of the theater,
Yeah,
right?
so now it's
Yeah.
like you can do a pre-order. So I don't think you can even buy it and watch it.
Mm.
You have to wait, but maybe you can buy it. I just don't know. It's not a horror movie, but I made just got watch like a thriller, like 1996 thriller, Primal Fear. Do you remember that
I
movie?
think so.
The one with Edward Norton and Richard Gere. If you haven't seen it, it's super good. Scott actually liked it, so I was like, yes. I was like, it's okay if you don't like it, but I think you'll like it. I was like, it's such a good movie. It's so good.
Primal Fear. Okay. I love thrillers.
Yeah, because you remember it,
I
right?
do. I do. It's really funny. I was taking I love burlesque, and I was taking a floor work class. Do you remember the movie Entrapment with Catherine Zeta-Jones?
No, I don't. I don't think I've
Oh,
ever seen it.
that's like a 90s thriller too. And I love that my burlesque teacher brought it up to illustrate one of the
Trap people.
and to because you entrap people. No, because the whole thing is like Catherine Zeta-Jones's character needs to do all these cool moves to try to get past all the lasers.
Oh shit.
So she was like trying to get us to like get that energy while we like do floor work. It was actually it helped. It was
Oh, I
fun.
love
It
it.
was fun. But I do love some 90s thrillers.
Oh, so good. And then I watched last weekend or I think or whatever, I was watching Bambi, The Reckoning.
How was that?
I kind of recorded it actually while doing a puzzle. So
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I will ever post it, but I was like it was definitely sad at the end. Okay, I did not realize. I thought this was Bambi's The Reckoning, not the origin story of Bambi. So kind of annoyed. That's my thoughts on it.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah. I'd Survive, the podcast that I love that everyone should go listen to. They did the Peter Pan one.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And they said the same thing, how like they were expecting something maybe silly and campy, like the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey, which maybe I think I kind of want to do that for the channel, for our
Yeah,
channel. But it was actually like really sad and fucked up.
really.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
And
know if I want to watch something. But
yeah, yeah.
I did I tell you I watched Popeye's Revenge?
No.
I was like on a roll with those like old movies. Not old movies, but the movies that got past the copyrighted. Let me tell you, it sure was Pop Eyes.
Oh, is there a popping of the eye scene?
It was so funny. It was a weird movie. It started like it started off like softcore pornography or something, and
Of
I
course.
was like, okay, what's going up? What's going here?
Was it
And
with Popeye and what's her
no,
name?
nope,
But what was the
the
woman?
girls. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
in
know, but she
Popeye.
really wasn't around, I guess, in this one.
Oh my God, it's gonna
But
bother me now.
it was also kind of sad. So it's like, dude, like people, come on, make these movies like fun. They are supposed to be fun, but they also are just like childhood trauma. Like,
Yeah,
like why can't you just make it weird? Make it a guy that goes crazy when he drinks spinach or something. I don't know. I'm like,
like
oh
Toxic Avenger, but it's like from spinach.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
another
So
movie I wanted to do for
yeah,
this.
I've never watched Toxic Avenger, so I don't know, but Pop Eye, that's for sure. That was a more fun one than Bambi's Revenge.
Poor
No,
Bambi. Bambi
Bambi's
the
The Reckoning.
Reckoning. Okay.
That one was it was still like kind of interesting. I kind of liked Bambi's mom, I guess.
Okay.
And I was like, cool little monster. Not little monster, it was a pretty big monster,
Quite a
but
large monster.
quite a large monster. But yeah, I was like, fucking weird. Oh, there was really fun rabbits in that movie.
Thumper.
Uh, Multiple rabbits who are like vampiric. Not vampiric, but they like eat you up.
Like like the rabbit in Monty Python and the Holy
Yeah,
Grail.
pretty much. Oh my God, yes. Yes, 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 yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So yeah, that's what happened. Anything you watched?
Um, just the movie that I just finished for our
Ooh.
podcast. So again, don't want to like I watched it and then I was telling my roommate Shelly, I was telling her about it and then we ended up watching it last night
Oh,
again because it is chaotic.
oh, I love it. I love those kind of movies. That's awesome.
Chaotic. I'm really excited for you. I'm just gonna say it. It's Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Oh,
Because the first one is definitely not campy, but the
yeah.
second one just like makes a 180 and is like so campy. And I'm like, I gotta do it because it's chaos.
I see. I always confuse the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, I think, because I don't know if I've seen it, but I always
Mhm.
confuse it with the second movie, 1,100 Corpses.
Devil's Rejects?
Yes. For some reason,
They're literally the
do
opposite.
they both take place at like a cop station, police
No,
station? Oh, I think
no.
Devil's Reject does, right? Part of it?
Part of it,
Okay,
yeah.
so that's what
So
then I guess I'm always thinking of that one.
that's very
Oh,
interesting.
well, I guess I'll see why when I watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. I'll see where the similarities lie in.
All right, but are you ready for this episode? Because we are doing Elvira, which the people who are watching this recording, you will see my shirt is Elvira. So all the
Ooh.
people listening, you gotta go watch it. But
That's so fun. I've never watched Elvira. I've always seen her. Like I've seen like the image of her and stuff like that.
of
I don't know
course.
anything about the movies at all.
Well,
So I'm very excited.
you're about to find out. So Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, is a 1988 American horror comedy directed by James Signorelli. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And starring the Cassandra Peterson as our iconic Elvira. And can I just say, Cassandra Peterson's like going on 80 and she still looks amazing.
Wow.
So, production of the film began following the success of a television program called Elvira's Movie Macabre, which ran from 1981 to 1986.
Oh,
I didn't know that either. Yeah.
so what was that?
It was like a TV show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The film was met with mixed reviews and it did bomb in the box office, but
Whatever.
exactly. And again, like most movies that we cover on this podcast, it's since attained a cult following.
Yay. Oh, yay.
And Elvira remains to this day my idol because she is the best. We open on a black and white shot of a UFO crashing and exploding. We then see a woman face off with this huge killer cone-shaped creature. So that's what you look like, the woman says to the monster. You're ugly, horrible. Go on, try your intellect on me. I'll see you in hell first. She points her gun at it and starts shooting, but it does nothing, and the monster takes the woman in its claws. Police are shooting at the monster. Another man's trying to use fire, but the monster takes the man and chokes him out with its claw.
Wow. So it's one claw's holding her and then the
Mhm.
other claw. Okay.
We then see that this is a broadcast playing on air. And when I looked it up, the movie that they were playing is called It Conquered the World from 1956,
Oh,
in case
okay.
you were interested in the
The
cone-shaped monster.
cone-shaped monster. Okay.
So we're at a news station, the movie ends, and our queen comes on screen. Elvira, lying on this red couch with her voluminous black hair, smoky eyes, red lips, black gothic gown, and of course, her gravity-defying tits. Hello, darling, Elvira waves at the camera. It's me again, yours truly, Elvira, the gal with the enormous, she looks down, ratings. Well, that's our show. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I did. She sticks her finger in her mouth and mimes gagging before saying, "Oh boy, I mean, could you believe that cheesy looking monster? It looked like Gumby on steroids." We see all like the background stuff happening in the station as Elvira continues talking. The guy behind the camera is signaling at her to like wrap it up. So she does, saying, "Until then, this is Elvira, the gal who puts the boobs back in the boob tube. Say unpleasant dreams." As she's waving at the camera. She then gets slammed in the face by a map that just falls from the ceiling, like one of those big,
Oh my
like
God.
weather maps. And while she's still on the couch, these guys just grab it and start to move it, right? Like she's not even there. She hastily gets off the couch, runs
Wait, move the
into
map or the couch?
the map.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
was like,
not the couch. But she runs into another woman who is getting ready to go on the air, and the woman looks very professional, very different than Elvira. And they stare at each other for a moment before the woman asks Elvira, "Is there anything that could possibly shame you?" And Elvira answers, "Yeah, wearing this in a public place might do it." And she gestures at the woman's shirt. Another woman gives her a high five, saying, "Get it, girlfriend." Elvira is leaving, but she's stopped by another person who works at the station, a man named Rudy. So he wants to introduce Elvira to the new station owner,
Okay.
Mr. Hooter, an overweight man in a cowboy hat.
Okay.
Elvira forces herself to smile at him, and he says to her, "Name's Earl, but the ladies back home call me Longhorn. Maybe you can guess why."
No, I can't guess why. Oh my God.
And he kind of slaps her arm when he says that. Uh-huh. He's very sleazy.
Yeah.
Elvira claps back and she's like, "Gee, I don't know. Does it have anything to do with your breath?" I don't know what Longhorn has to do with breath, but you know, it
Well, I guess it
it
does.
has an impact because Earl's smile just like falls off his face and he's like, "Why don't we let this little filly get herself gussied up? The sooner I can get in the saddle, the better." And he's like blatantly looking her up and down and like winks. Elvira laughs. "Well, sorry, partner, but it looks like it's gonna be you and your old trusty right hand." And she says it in like a southern drawl to like match Earl's. She goes to walk away, but Rudy stops her again. Earl tells her that it seems like she's trying to get herself fired, little lady. And Elvira's like, "Go ahead and fire me. I have an act opening up in Las Vegas."
Oh.
Earl won't quit though and tells her to try her act out on
Oh
him.
my God.
He then literally grabs her tits and says, "It's milking time."
What the?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Ew, that's really gross. I was like, who the fuck does that?
Earl does. But Elvira shoves him away and steps on his foot with the sharp point of her stiletto. Earl screams in pain and starts jumping up and down on one foot, and Elvira has had it. She's leaving. She puts her finger on Earl's chest as he backs away from her, and she's telling him that if he gets within so much as 10 feet of her, she's gonna tie his weenie in a granny knot.
I like her already.
I love her. Earl falls backward on top of the table that the newscasters are using for their live broadcast, and like it breaks under his weight. So he just like is on the floor. And in that commotion, the woman who is rude to Elvira, her wig completely falls off during the live broadcast. It's excellent.
So they can, everyone saw it
Everyone
live.
saw it live, yeah. Earl sits up and cries out, "You said she was a nympho." And then the broadcast goes off the air and the please stand by screen comes on as like you see the producers all like face palming and like, oh no.
Oh my God.
We cut to Elvira behind one of those changing screens, and she's talking to Manny, who is telling her that she can't quit. Elvira doesn't understand what the big deal is. She has her show in Vegas, and then she never has to host another crapola horror movie again. And as she's saying this, she's like throwing articles of clothing over the screen, and Manny's all trying to like catch them. Suddenly she stops and she looks over the screen, eyes wide, and she asks Manny, "There's no problem with the show, is there?" Manny laughs nervously and says, "There isn't a problem. A complication rather, but never a problem." "Out with it, Manny," Elvira pushes. Manny tells her that the Flamingo, which is the hotel, won't run her show unless she comes up with part of the money to finance it. And how much is part of the money, you may ask? $50,000.
When is this again?
88.
That's even now it's a
Yeah,
lot of money, but back then that's like a lot.
it's a lot of money. And Elvira thinks so too. Coming out from the screen and sitting at her vanity. How the hell is she going to come up with that kind of money? Manny suggests getting her job back, but Elvira is adamant that she never is working with that sleaze bag. But now she has to find another sleaze bag to work for. Great. Then comes a knock at her dressing room door. She has a telegram. Manny takes it and starts reading out loud. Dear Elvira, as executor of the estate of your great aunt, Miss Morgana Talbot, I'm sorry to inform you of her untimely passing. Elvira's like, whoa, I didn't even know I had a good aunt, much less a great one. All she has to do is go to Falwell, Massachusetts for the reading of the will and to pick up her inheritance. She then stares right at the camera and exclaims, "Is that timing or
I
what?"
love it.
The scene cuts to the will reading where Elvira is wearing a black veil over her face, sobbing, blowing her nose. The man reading
She doesn't even know this lady.
The man reading the will says, and lastly, to my enchanting niece, Elvira, who has unflinchingly withstood the slings and arrows of an imperfect world without so much as a whimper or complaint. I bequeath you my entire fortune.
That's pretty awesome.
Elvira's eyes go wide and she starts sobbing. And suddenly, the man who's reading the will gets up to reveal a much brighter suit, and his voice has gone like a talk show host. Let's show Elvira exactly what she's inherited. The scene turns into like a game show
Oh,
where they
this
display
this is a tropey movie.
what do you think this? Do you think this is real? Or is it just Elvira's imagination?
Oh. Well, yeah, I assume that it was her imagination, maybe, but it's like, oh my God, I don't know. Keep going.
Okay, so the scene turns into like a game show where they display what you could win, and there's like a pretty Vanna White type girl with her
Yeah.
hands out, you know? So first, she inherited a sailboat. And then, when she's tired of sailing, she'll drive home in this brand new Jeep Wrangler. And then she gets this beautiful 10-piece dining room suite from American Heritage. All the while, Elvira is freaking the fuck out, screaming in excitement, jumping up and down, which is quite a sight to behold. Uh-huh. But we're not done. Nope. On top of all of that, money. Lots and lots of money. And money starts raining down from the ceiling, and Elvira is celebrating. And then we sadly see that this was all a daydream. And Manny's like shaking Elvira
Oh.
to bring her back to the present, asking if she's all right. And Elvira tells Manny, call the Flamingo and tell them that she'll have $50,000 as soon as she gets back from
Oh,
Massachusetts.
so she's not even in Massachusetts yet. Oh, okay. Oh my God.
Nope.
Okay, well, I I don't even know what to say. I just jumped the gun on that one.
All right. So we then get the most killer, iconic, aesthetic shot of Elvira in her amazing convertible car. She turns the music up. It's this fun 80s rock song. She checks her mirror, which has this like silver border with spikes. It kind of reminds
Mm.
me of barbed wire. She holds the steering wheel, which looks like a silver metal star with a chain on the border, and then a skull in the middle where the horn is.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
She has a Grim Reaper figurine with a scythe on her dashboard. Her tires have skulls in the middle. Her license plate says kick ass. It looks like she has an animal skull hanging from the mirror. She's wearing a leopard print bandana to keep her hair all together, and the interior of her car is also leopard print. Like, it's such a fucking vibe.
Wow.
I want to be her.
That's amazing. That's
Want
amazing.
to be her. She stops to pick up a hitchhiker, telling him, "Hop in, sailor." He looks very creepy. Um, and Elvira only drives a little bit down the road before stopping again and kicking the guy out. And his shirt is off and he looks really scared. And she tells him not to forget his axe and she like hurls the axe at him and you hear him scream off screen before she's back on her way.
Oh, she's so great. I like her.
She's the best. We then get a shot of the moon, and that's when we get our title card, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, in red
Ooh,
letters.
okay.
Song is jamming.
Oh, I'm
It's
excited.
great. It's so good. We see Elvira continuing to drive through town, and she's pulled over by a cop. The cop asks her if she knew she was going 50 in a 25 hours, a mile an hour zone. You know what I'm saying? Elvira's like, no, but if you hum a few bars, I'll fake it. She laughs, but the cop is not having it. Elvira tells herself she needs to find a new joke because this one's costing her a fortune. And she opens her glove compartment and it's just full of tickets. And she
Mhm.
just stuffs the new one the cop gave her right in there with the rest.
Oh my God.
She pulls into a gas station where like a really gross guy is sitting there and he like farts just as she pulls in and
Ew.
then like fans himself with the magazine he's reading. Elvira's like, hey, hello, how about some gas? He doesn't say a word, just points to a sign that says self-serve. Elvira, clearly frustrated, goes about getting herself gas, and then she takes a paper towel to clean her windshield. And as she's cleaning it, every time she leans forward, her boobs just like press on the windshield, and the camera's like underneath. So we just have a view from under with her boobs just
Man, they just really play up this boob
as
thing.
they should, as they should. The gas is done pumping, so she puts the nozzle back, but it falls out without her noticing, and
Hmm.
gas starts leaking on the ground.
Yeah.
She tells the worker, those things will kill you, referring to the cigarette that he's smoking. The man just tells her to have a nice day, and Elvira drives off, and the man gets up to go to the office, scratching his butt, and he flicks his lit cigarette to the ground. Well, the line of gas reaches it and everything explodes. Elvira is driving away at this point, but she obviously hears it and turns around and just sees the
I
explosion.
I love these kind of movies where there's explosions, so much happening. I love it.
And at first she's like, oh, but then she's like, what can you do?
Yeah,
And
well,
just keeps driving.
life is life.
Life is just full of explosions. It's a bit later. She's still driving, but now she's sipping on a drink and eating a hot dog and fries. And as she's eating the hot dog,
Oh my God. I saw the line right before you said it. I was like, I go.
well, the hot dog itself falls right on her boobs, covering them with mustard, and she's like, "Damn it."
You know what? I don't know. I'm excited to watch this movie to see how I feel about it after I watch it, but I'm like, I She sounds like such a badass. So them just keep like boob joke over and over and over again. It's kind of annoying.
I mean, it's part of
It's part of
it. You
it.
know, like she's known for her.
Bustier.
Exactly. And she is a badass. So that's what you have
Okay.
to remember. It's not just about her tits. She's a fucking
Okay.
badass. She then pulls up to this literal covered wagon that has like a man and woman who look like they look Amish.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
He's wearing a hat, like has a beard. The woman is wearing like a bonnet, and they both lean forward and just like stare at Elvira, who again never not has her tits on display. And Elvira's kind of like you could see she gets a little like defensive, like, but then they both smile at her and like wave.
Oh, that's
And
nice.
Elvira's like, oh, and she just grins and like waves back. It's like a really cute moment.
Oh.
She finally arrives at Falwell, and we can tell she's not going to fit into this town. It's all very neutral colors. Old ladies are like knitting at the park. Everyone comes outside to stare at the Mistress of Darkness driving this like big black convertible. Unfortunately, her car starts smoking,
Oh my God.
and then her hood literally just like flies off.
I guess she did drive across country.
She did. Yeah. Everyone goes running towards her, and she's attracted quite a crowd. And one of the women that runs over has like curlers in her hair, and she just seems so personally offended by Elvira, muttering like, "Well, I never." And Elvira claps back as she does, "Yeah, you never will with them soup cans on your head." The woman tells Elvira she doesn't know who she is or where she came from, but she most certainly does not fit in this town. Why? She doesn't even fit in that dress. Elvira just saunters up to the woman and tells her if she wanted her opinion, she would beat it out of her.
Wow, I love that line.
The woman just lets out a squeal of fright, calls Elvira the Antichrist.
It's a compliment.
It's exactly. Elvira asks the crowd like where she can find a garage to get her car fixed, and a teenager pipes up telling her, "Oh, there's just one up the road." Elvira takes her sunglasses off and like flirtily asks if any of you strong men can give me a push to the garage. And the three teenagers immediately run forward to help
Yeah.
her push the car. And as they're pushing the car, you can hear them whisper to each other, "She's incredible. And what wouldn't I do for just one peek at those gazungas?"
Gazungas.
Gazungas. It reminds me of um, Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging. Don't they call it like bazumas or
Oh, yeah,
something?
something like
Is
that. I
that the
totally
word?
forgot,
Maybe it
man.
is gazungas.
I don't
I'm
know.
not sure, but she makes it to the garage and finds out that she's stuck in this quaint little hellhole for a while.
Oh man.
Yeah. She asks the worker where she can find a motel, and he tells her. But then he like starts to go on and on about the woman who works there getting gingivitis.
Oh,
And Elvira just isn't listening, and she's literally just like walking away, heading to the motel in the direction of the motel. The man is still talking though, and only notices her like far away when he turns around, and he just shakes his head and says, "Nice tits," before going back to
my
working on
God.
her car. Elvira has this really cool like black suitcase that is covered in stickers, and she's rolling it and makes her way to the Cozy Cot Motel.
Hmm.
There's an old woman, predictably the one with gingivitis,
Oh, that's
um,
funny.
and her son. And her son is still like older. Like the woman's really old. Her son's pretty old too.
Oh, okay.
The woman takes one look at Elvira and tells her that they're booked solid. And her son is like, "No, we have a room. The trucker with the bad skin left this morning."
Ew.
And Elvira's like, "Hope you changed the sheets."
I hope so. It's gross.
A young girl, early teens, comes down the stairs and just stares out of Elvira, who's like, "Hi." Her and her grandma, so the woman is her grandma, start arguing then because the girl is wearing a little bit of makeup, which the grandma doesn't approve of. But all the girls at school wear makeup. Well, if all the girls at school jumped off a cliff, would you jump off a cliff? Elvira's losing her patience, so she just rings the bell on the counter a few times.
Oh
Yeah,
my God, that's so funny.
getting their attention and asking for a room. Grandma concedes this time, but asks for the cash up front because she knows what those pinko heavy metal weirdos do to hotel rooms.
Pinko is well, I don't know if I should have said that out loud. But it's a Russian term, like a communist term, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
trying to remember, yeah.
Her son offers to show her the room, but grandma's like, no, you don't. And the teen shows Elvira to her room. Elvira immediately starts comforting her, telling her not to let them get you down and how she used to get the same line about makeup from the nuns at the orphanage, except she was 8 at the time. She introduces herself, and we find out the teen's name is Robin. Elvira asks her what there is to do for fun around here, and Robin's like, this town isn't too big on fun, but the bowling alley gets pretty wild,
No, that's funny.
especially on league nights.
Oh, I like that.
So we jump to Patty's Tidy Bowl, the bowling alley that Robin was talking about. And we see these two guys, Billy and Travis, sitting at a booth. And I was like, why does that guy look so familiar? The one that plays Travis. And I looked it up, and he's the actor who plays Kaniki from Grease. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Billy is reading a comic and venting about Spider-Man, so Travis asks to see his comic before ripping it in half.
That's rude.
So rude. And Billy's like, what the fuck would you do that for? And Travis just tells him to shut up. It's actually kind of sad. Like, Travis is mean.
That's so
Yeah.
rude.
Like, I don't like either of them, but Travis is just like a bully. Elvira comes sauntering into the bowling alley, again, catching most people's attention, sits at a table near our two guys, and asks the waitress for a Bloody Mary. The waitress tells her that they don't serve hard liquor after 8
Oh my God, I would be like dead.
and asks her if she wants a virgin. Yeah. Elvira thinks for a moment and then says maybe, but she'll have a couple of drinks first.
Oh, that's funny. It took me a second. I was like, what?
You don't want a virgin?
No, personally, I don't, but
The waitress just walks away before our two guys approach Elvira and just sit down without even asking her.
oh my God, go away.
Uh-huh, you're gonna love this. Hey, baby, Bill starts. I got something to show you. Sorry, left my magnifying glass at home, Elvira replies. Isn't she the best?
She is the best.
Travis chuckles a bit, telling her, oh, that was pretty good. He then tells Billy that's no way to talk to a lady before straight up asking Elvira for a blowjob. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Okay. Just, I hate them.
Exactly. Billy and Travis start laughing, and Elvira sits back, grabs both of their beers, and proceeds to pour all of it onto their laps. The guys angrily get up, saying, you think that's pretty funny, don't you? Travis says. Elvira shrugs and says she enjoyed it. Billy grabs her arm and tells her she's gonna enjoy this even more before he just sticks his tongue out just like near her face.
Ew.
It's gross. Elvira gets up and says, I'll cut you, man, before we see her stab Billy with a small knife. Billy starts freaking out before Elvira reveals that it's a prop knife where like the blade goes in.
Oh, that's funny. Oh my God.
Yeah. Travis then literally grabs her from behind, but we have no idea what he was going to do because another patron of the bowling alley, This super buff guy that was also staring at Elvira when she walked in intervenes and punches Travis out before kicking Billy in the balls.
Yeah, that's fucking rude. What like what is up with this small town?
Right? Like she's the Antichrist?
Yeah, oh my
Okay.
God.
Elvira is smitten, as I would be too. And we find out that this gentleman's name is Bob Redding.
Okay.
We love Bob. The woman behind the counter, Patty, comes over angrily, complaining about the mess and who's going to pay for
Oh my God.
this. I know. I literally, yeah, she's a bitch.
That's so stupid.
She's a bitch. Bob says he'll take care of it, but Patty's like, seems to me it's all this cheap little tart's fault.
Ew, go away.
She's glaring at Elvira. Elvira glares right back, asking her who she's calling cheap. And what is that perfume you're wearing? Catch of the day?
Oh man.
So do you see why? This is a kind of a longer one, but do you see why I have to include all of these lines?
Yeah, I see the lines,
There's
yeah.
so many good lines in this movie, and it's like I can't not include them. Patty gets even more in Elvira's face, telling her she doesn't know what hole she crawled out of, but she would crawl back in if she knows what's good for her. So Elvira looks down at Patty's boobs, which are also pretty big, and tells her to be careful. She could take an eye out with those things. And it's so funny because Bob laughs a little bit at that and tells Elvira like she better go, but like he's gonna walk her out. Another patron of the bowling alley tells Patty that it looks like she has competition. But Patty just tells him that trash does not compete with class.
Oh yeah, it doesn't, Patty.
Exactly,
It
Patty.
doesn't.
Exactly. Bob and Elvira leave the bowling alley and they're walking down the street, and Bob asks what brought her to town. And Elvira answers, my car.
Oh,
And
she's great.
she's great. And Bob thinks so too. Bob, you can tell Bob definitely finds her very entertaining and amusing. Elvira then explains that she's here for her great aunt Morgana's will reading, and Bob recognizes the name and tells Elvira that he didn't know Morgana well. I don't know if it's Morgana or Morgana. I'm just gonna say Morgana.
Yeah.
But he admires her spunk and how she never caved in the way other people in this town has.
Oh, that's nice. Totally family related, like
Exactly.
relation.
Absolutely. He then tells her that he doesn't want to bore her with politics, but Elvira eagerly is like, go ahead, bore me. So Bob explains to her that the council is always scared that someone in Falwell is having a good time, and then shares that he runs the movie house. And Elvira gets excited, saying, like, she's into movies, and has he ever shown I'm married to Satan? Bob just shakes his head, and Elvira continues, what about the sequel? I'm married to Satan too. And Bob shakes his head no again. And then he tells her that they can only play G-rated movies.
This sounds like the town in Footloose.
Right?
So,
What is it? I was even in this musical where you say the name and then where the hell is why do I want to I've been watching True Blood, so I want to say Bon Temps, but it's
oh,
not Beaumont. Beaumont?
I don't know.
It's Beaumont? I don't know. But yes, it definitely feels like the town from Footloose. Um, Elvira responds that there's nothing wrong with G-rated movies as long as there's lots of sex and violence. Ah, she tells Bob she'll only be in town for a couple days and there's nobody else she'd like to squeeze into her agenda. Bob smiles and he's like, "That'll be swell." He's so pure. I
I
love
love it.
Bob.
Yeah, it's so cute.
The music plays, and Elvira closes her eyes and leans in a little bit, lips puckered, when she hears a noise and opens her eyes to see Bob getting in his pickup truck. And he waves at her and drives away as Elvira makes her way down the street.
Oh, that's
Can't
cute.
be that easy, you know? Especially because he's just like, Bob is just pure sunshine. Okay. In the next scene, we jump to the attorney's office where we meet Mr. Bigelow, who will be doing the reading of the will.
Okay.
Mrs. Morrissey was Morgana's housekeeper, and Mr. Morrissey was her driver. And then we also meet Vincent Talbot, who is Morgana's brother, meaning Elvira's uncle.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. He tells
Your
Mr.
great uncle.
Great uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah. He tells Mr. Bigelow to proceed with the reading, but Mr. Bigelow says that Morgana wanted to have all her relatives present for the reading of the will. Vincent tells him that all the relatives are present, me, myself, and I. Mr. Bigelow laughs nervously, tells Vincent that Morgana had a great niece, Elvira, who is also one of the beneficiaries. Vincent looks very surprised and says, like, that's not possible. Who is this grand niece? Perfect timing, because Elvira comes strolling in, apologizing for being late. And then again, so is her aunt.
Oh. She's so funny. She's good.
She's so
It'd be like it would take me like a few minutes being like if things would go over my head. I'm like,
That's why you have me.
yeah, there you go. Yeah.
'Cause the sign you have is me cracking
Yeah,
up.
I'm
You're like,
like,
wait,
oh,
was there
okay,
a joke?
yeah, exactly. It's like, okay.
Mr. Bigelow introduces Vincent as Morgana's brother, and Elvira puts two and two together, realizing that this is her uncle. And she's like, Uncle Vinny! And puts his head like right into her
Oh
boobs to
my
like
God.
hug him. And Vincent's like, get this woman off me. He is not pleased. Mr. Bigelow begins the reading of the will, stating that Mr. and Mrs. Morrissey each get $5,000. Elvira gets super excited, thinking that, like, if the help got 10,000, what would she get? She gets up and tries to snatch the will from Mr. Bigelow, begging him to tell her what she got. But Mr. Bigelow reads, to my grandniece Elvira. She's jumping up and down, fingers crossed, saying, come on, Aunt Morgana, big bucks, big bucks.
Oh my God.
I bequeath my house, my beloved poodle, Algonquin, oh, Algonquin, and my precious book of recipes. And when he says precious book of recipes, Vincent looks even more angry and kind of like slams his cane down because he has a cane.
No, something's up with those good recipes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And now Elvira's not pleased because it's the house, the book, and a dog.
Yeah.
So Mr. Bigelow finishes with, and to my dear brother Vincent, I leave all of my estate and the holdings, of which there is none. Vincent lets out this sigh, like growl sound. And Elvira's like, where's the cash? Where's the furniture? Where's Bob Eubanks? I think that's the talk show host, I'm
Yeah.
guessing.
Well, okay, she got the house. The
She
furniture's
got the
probably in the
house.
house.
Yeah, Bob Eubanks was a talk show host in the 80s.
Oh, okay.
And poor Mr. Bigelow is like, just looks at the will and he's like, that wasn't mentioned. It's a great scene. Yeah, so nobody's happy right now. We jump to Billy driving a car, Travis in the passenger seat, and Vincent is sitting in the back seat. Billy is telling them that he did
Oh, Billy and Travis, the
Billy and
fucking assholes.
Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna take a sip of
Yeah. Yeah. It's today's like a dry day.
Yeah. Billy is telling them that he doesn't understand what is so important about a dumb recipe book. And Vincent immediately declares that dumb recipe book contains more power than your feeble little minds can ever imagine. And it rightfully belongs to me. He
Ooh.
slams his fist down into the seat and says, I must have that book. Dun dun dun. Elvira's walking down the street, talking to herself, frustrated about what she got in the will. A house in Falwell is as useful to her as a padded bra.
Yeah.
She, oh yeah. She then just grabs this random person walking by on the street by his coat collar and yells, "I can't live here, I'll go crazy." And that random guy just shoves her off and just runs away.
Oh, this is great.
She starts walking again when the car that Vincent, Billy, and Travis are in pull up next to her. Vincent offers her a ride and she starts saying, "Buzz off, creep," when she notices that it's Uncle Vinny. She leans down to talk to him through the window and just sticks her chewed gum like onto the car.
Ew.
Vincent apologizes to her about his behavior in the office, explaining that her appearance was just a bit of a shock to him. And Elvira's like, "That's okay. My appearance is a bit of a shock to everybody." Vincent then explains that him and Morgana had their differences, and Elvira's like, "Yeah, I noticed." She then offers to share her inheritance with him. She'll give him the dog. "No," Vincent yells immediately, asking instead for the recipe book. You know, for sentimental reasons. He offers her $50 for the book, and Elvira's like, "Yeah, I'll do it for $50." And right at that moment, that woman who's being rude to her when she first arrived, the one with the curlers in her
Mhm.
hair, so her name is Chastity, of course. And her and her friend are walking by, so they just hear Elvira say she'll do it for 50 bucks as she's talking to a man through their car window. So Chastity gets this like scandalized look on her face, grabs her friend, and they just hurry away. Vincent and Elvira make a plan for Vincent to come pick up the book later that
At
day.
least look at the book before you make a deal. But I guess you.
She doesn't. It's a recipe book. She then takes her gum back off the car and pops it back in her mouth and keeps walking. Mr. Bigelow gives Elvira a ride to the house that she just inherited. And it's a nice house. Needs some work, you know. It's a bit of a fixer-upper.
Yeah.
Elvira gets out of the car looking pleased because the house looks nice and she can make a bundle out of it. But Mr. Bigelow agrees, but then tells her that's not her house. It's that one. And we see this super run down, like haunted looking house.
That's so funny.
Yikes. Although that one, it just looks so much cooler, you know?
Oh, I
It like
love it.
looks haunted.
Oh, I'm excited to see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We then see Vincent exit a building and he's about to get into his car when Chastity runs into him, thanking him for the donation that he made to the Morality Club. As she always says, morals aren't cheap. And speaking of cheap, she continues, "A little birdie told me that Elvira woman is related to you. Now, not that it's any of my business, but then, of course, everything is." Vincent assures her that he's just as anxious to get rid of her as she is.
Okay.
And he like tries to get in the car, but Chastity stops him again, saying, "Oh, good, because someone like that comes to town, the next thing you know, they're teaching sex education in the schools and they're passing out condoms to kindergartners."
It is like fucking Footloose, but without dancing.
Yeah, yep. It's ridiculous. She tries to continue, but Vincent grabs her by the shoulder and tells her that Elvira won't be with us very long. And he looks her straight in the eyes when he says this before getting into his car. And I'm not entirely sure about this, but it seems like it put Chastity in like a little bit of a trance when
Mm,
he like said that. Because she's like, "Oh, okay," and like just like looks a little bit dazed.
okay. Hmm.
So,
Well, the fact that he was talking about the recipe book and powers and stuff, I was
Uh-huh.
like, chick. I guess we'll
Uh-huh.
see.
Elvira and Mr. Bigelow enter the house, and it is not nice. Like everything's covered in white sheets. And Mr. Bigelow says it needs a little something. And Elvira's like, "Yeah, a wrecking ball." Then, oh, my favorite. An adorable white small poodle comes running down the stairs and starts jumping up and down in front of Elvira, and it's so fucking cute. But Elvira sadly doesn't think so in that moment. She throws a ball out the door for him to go fetch and says, "If my aunt wasn't dead already, I'd kill her." She then steps on a loose floorboard that comes up and smacks her in the ass. And she's like, "Sorry, Aunt Morgana. I was
Right,
kidding."
I'm glad that Ant's like, no, don't mess with my dog and me.
Algonquin.
Is it so Algonquin? That's
His
funny.
name is Algonquin, but as you'll find out pretty soon, she nicknames him Gonk.
Gonk.
So we just call him Gonk.
Aw.
Algonquin. Um, Mr. Bigelow then gives her the last part of her inheritance, the recipe book. They then discuss how much she could get if she tried to sell the house, and Mr. Bigelow thinks like $70,000 more if she fixes it up. He then leaves, and Algonquin comes running back, and she's like, "What am I gonna do with you?" We then see her, oh my gosh. We then see her, so she shaves off all his fur, dyes his ears black. He has these puffs of hair on his ankles that are pink, and gives him this hot pink mohawk and a spiked collar. Just gives him this goth makeover,
I
basically.
love it. Okay, yeah.
And it's so cute because when Algonquin sees himself, he starts to put his paws over his face in like
Oh.
embarrassment. It's so cute. It's so cute. And then Elvira wants to change his name, so she asks him if he likes Gonk. And Algonquin just like growls and jumps off the couch. Ah, he looks out the window and then grabs the recipe book and hides it between the couch cushions.
Oh, what a
Uh-huh.
smart little boy. I love him.
Yep. We hear a knock at the door, and it's Vincent here to pick up the recipe book. She offers him a cup of tea, and Vincent's like, "I don't want to put you out." And Elvira just looks pensive for a second and then says, "Good point. I don't want you to put me out either." She then starts trying to sell him the house and is rambling like she does, and Vincent just screams, "No, just the book," in her face. And Elvira's like, "Okay, I mean, if you're gonna get crabby about it." She then goes to get him the book, but she can't find it. Oh no.
Hmm.
Elvira assures him it will turn up somewhere, and Vincent gets like really angry before like visibly reeling himself in. And Algonquin comes into the room and just starts growling at Vincent. And Elvira's like, he thinks he's a pit bull. We get a really cool shot of thunder outside the creepy old house before we cut to Elvira and Gonk, in the bedroom. And Elvira starts bouncing on the bed and discovers like it's super squeaky. And then tells Algonquin that it's a good thing she's not going to be here for very long because the neighbors would never get any sleep. We then see that the three teenagers that pushed her car to the garage earlier are sneaking around the outside of the house and they have a camera with them. Yeah, yeah. We cut back to Elvira in the house and she just um took a sheet off the mirror before wiping it down to see her reflection. And she says, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the most drop dead gorgeous one of all?" She then laughs and's like, "Oh, you're just saying
I
that."
love that confidence.
She has the most
Oh, I love
confidence.
it.
We see the three teenagers start to climb up the house to the bedroom window where Elvira has started to undress. Se- Sexy music starts to play as Elvira begins removing her clothes, and the teens are transfixed and they take a photo. I know. I'm like, this didn't age well. They lower themselves a little bit so they're not like seen in the window before popping back up to get jump scared at Elvira's face being right there. And she's wearing a headband and her face is blue because she's wearing a face
No,
mask.
that's funny.
and it scares the shit out of the teens. And Elvira opens the window and asks the teens if they have anything better to do. And she closes the finger,
Closes the finger.
she closes the window
Oh,
on their fingers.
oh.
You know when you're reading and you see
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
word ahead? Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And the teens go falling off the side of the house, like onto the ground. And one of them brings up her gazungas again, and they will, hopefully will have a photo of them, and they get like super stoked. So yes, I say again, this part did not age well.
Yeah, well, it wasn't even good back then,
Yeah,
but
yeah, true, true. Oh my God, we get this gorgeous shot of Elvira sleeping in her bed. She has this black nightgown on, and what looks like her hair is like sprawled out in waves as she's laying
oh.
down. She looks so regal. And then we hear a woman's voice calling her name. It wakes Elvira up, and she decides to get up and go explore.
That's fun.
I know, it's a really cool house.
If it was me, I'd be like terrified, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not me, so it's fun.
It's Elvira.
Yeah, and she can handle it.
Oh, absolutely. She lights a candle, then makes her way up these like spiral steps, like the ones from Haunting of Hill House. Do you remember?
Oh
Like
yeah,
it's like
yeah, yeah,
spiral
yeah, yeah.
steps. She makes it to the attic and she's looking around before a really scary older lady like pops up behind her. She starts screaming and then wakes up from the nightmare. So this was all a nightmare.
Oh, okay.
And this Elvira looks a little more believable, like still a face full of makeup, but she's wearing like a t-shirt and this wrap like around her head, not this
Oh,
like
okay. Oh my God,
black
I was like,
nightgown and all her black hair just
I love that they did that because I was already imagining like maybe I should sh start sleeping in nightgowns and stuff, but I'm like it's like uncomfortable.
yeah, I mean if it's a nice soft nightgown, I
Yeah.
pretty much wear t-shirts to
The
bed.
same.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah, or the cute little set that I got today. I got a really
oh,
cute set today. That's Marie from the Aristocats.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
love, because I'm a lady, that's why. I love Marie's my other queen. But that's like yeah, it's like a cute little set.
I love it.
Okay. The next day, the teens come over with paint and ladders.
Oh,
Yeah, see, like the teens are made out to be like her friends and they're like good.
they're just fucking horny, like kind of. Yeah, so
Exactly.
that's wouldn't age well, but okay, I see what
Yeah.
you're saying now. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
still like trying to be helpful.
Yeah, they come over to help Elvira clean up the house. And we get this cute little montage to the song Shout, which that song just reminds me of Final Destination Bloodlines now. So that's like what came to, have you seen that movie?
Yes, I have, but what's the song again?
You know you make me want to shout
Oh,
my
okay,
hands
yeah,
up
yeah,
and
yeah.
shout, put my hands up and shout.
What was that in the
It
when he
was
was in the tattoo shop or piercing shop or something?
it was yeah, but it was at the very beginning when they're in the tower.
Oh my
When the
God,
whole
yes, the
tragedy.
wrong thing. Oh, I don't know. I forgot.
Yeva
Okay.
looks ashamed of herself.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's fine. But yeah, so it's to that song, you know, you make me want to shout. So we get this cute little montage, and we see Elvira bent over in her like skin tight black pants, distracting many of the teenage boys. So we see more teens coming over to help, but like they're giving money to the teens that were there, and they're coming so they can get a look at
That's
Elvira.
so funny.
Robin and some of her friends come over too, and it's like a party. But sadly, Robin's grandmother walks by and sees her there, so she pulls Robin away by the ear and like makes her go home. The teens finish painting the house and they seem a little nervous looking at it. Like, oh, I hope we did a good job. Elvira comes out of the house holding a tray of water, and she turns around to look at the house. And she drops the tray and gasps, covering her mouth. The house has been painted so many different colors, like from like it's super bright from red to lime green to turquoise to yellow to purple. It's just like
Why?
a hodgepodge of different colors. And the teens look really nervously at Elvira, but she just whispers that it's
Oh,
fabulous.
love it.
And they all celebrate.
Oh my gosh, this house not only now is it gonna be haunted, it's gonna be the eyesore of all the other beige people.
Exactly. It's like all the bright colors and it's amazing and it's fabulous.
I love it.
And we love it. We cut to a council meeting run by none other than Chastity, who is the council chairperson, of course.
Of course she is. Morality club,
A
whatever.
morality club. Robin's dad and grandmother are there too, and her grandmother is complaining about Elvira and her clothes and how the teens are helping her. One of the men who are there, Calvin, who is the school principal, confiscated the photo that the teen boys took of Elvira through the window, and they pass it around, looking at it and
Oh my God.
I know. Yes. Calvin then says that the teens will be expelled from school if they are found in the company of that floozy. Chastity jumps in and says they shouldn't resort to name calling. I was really surprised at first. I'm like, oh, until she continues, calling Elvira a person of easy virtue, a purveyor of pulchritude. I don't know what any of this means, by the way. A one-woman Sodom and Gomorrah, a slimy, slithering succubus, a concubine, a streetwalker, a tramp, a slut, a cheap whore. By the end of this rant, she's literally screaming. And I'm like, I think Floozy was a lot nicer than
Yeah,
those
that makes
things.
sense because I was like, what? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the end of the meeting, the council agrees that if Elvira doesn't sell the house and leave on her own, they will do everything they can to get her out of town.
I hope so.
You want them to get everything, do everything they can?
Oh, I got distracted because of the basketball. Like somebody's bouncing outside. No, I hope that she survives and she makes them go crazy. So I hope she doesn't leave town, but also I
Exactly.
don't want to force her to stay in the town if she doesn't like it. But that'd be nice.
I mean, there are some cool people.
Yeah.
They're the teens and Bob.
Oh, Bob.
Love Bob. One of the other men in the council meeting, Harold Blunter from Caldwell Real Estate, visits Elvira because she's going to have an open house of the house they just painted.
Oh yeah, yeah, okay.
So this actor was on Supernatural too, so it was really interesting seeing him like so young, the
Oh,
actor who plays
really?
Harold. Yeah, he plays I forgot his name in real life, but he plays it's so funny because what I remember is his death scene because it's like a blooper in one of the supernatural gag reels. Harold Blunter with the B.
Oh, I put Harold Hunter. I was like, who's this? Who's this skateboarder?
Harold Blunter, maybe Elvira.
Oh, because that's the. Oh, that's because.
It's the name of his
Yeah,
character.
man. I'm like looking it up on my phone. So
Oh, Glotter. Interesting.
yeah, okay, yeah,
Okay,
Harold.
yeah.
Okay, so okay, well, yeah, I'm thinking of him then. Show it to me. Oh,
Kurt
Kurt Fuller. Oh
Fuller.
my gosh. Wow, this is turning out to be a, a long one. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
He gets stabbed like through
Oh yeah,
his
he was an angel, wasn't
yeah,
he?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It was interesting seeing him so young. But yeah, I totally got his last name wrong. But it's okay. His name is Harold. That's all you gotta
Oh
know.
yeah, his name is Harold.
Harold starts telling her that she needs to set the proper mood, but he's getting like more and more animated and getting a little bit inappropriately close to Elvira. He gets so close and she's trying to back away that they fall over like the back of the couch. Harold is like right between her legs. And in the next shot, we see Harold tumbling out of the house and he's yelling at Elvira that she'll be sorry and she'll never sell this place without him.
Yeah, good. Whatever. Oh my God.
Elvira comes storming out and says, "Just because this house is up for grabs doesn't mean I am."
Yeah, that's so rude.
And Gonk just chases Harold away. It's
Oh,
really cute. We then, oh, this like almost makes me cry every time I watch it. It's just like really heartbreaking shot of Elvira and Gonk just sitting on the porch together. And the sign says that the open house is today, but literally nobody shows up. It's so sad. She then has a phone call with Manny, who's telling her that the flamingo is breathing down his neck for the money. He then tells her that she better get him that money quick, or the only showroom she'll be seeing will have Toyotas in it.
my God. I don't trust Manny, but I feel like that's probably true, but still.
Yeah, no, Manny is fine. He's just, they need the 50,000 bucks. We get a montage of Elvira very unsuccessfully looking for a job. It is also very heartbreaking. Like she's going into various establishments, but they all just turn her away and just are being very rude. And we see Chastity and the grandmother from the hotel talking on the phone to each other, but it's in this like high-pitched gibberish. But we know that they're gossiping about Elvira though, but we don't hear what they're
Are
saying.
they like aliens? Or is it just, I don't know.
It's a very strange scene.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
yeah, you'll see when we watch it, which I hope
Yeah, yeah,
we're gonna
we're
watch it.
gonna
There's no
I have
way.
to watch
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
yeah.
While Elvira's coming out of the house, Billy and Travis are in her house looking for the recipe
Fuck
book.
off, Billy and
I
Travis. Oh
know.
my God. I hope they get bitten.
From Gonk.
Yeah.
Billy comes running down the stairs telling Travis that he didn't find the book, but he found Elvira's edible panties and he starts stuffing them into his mouth.
Ew.
Yeah, these guys. He sits on the couch and we can see the recipe book is under the pillow that he's sitting on. And Travis stuffs what looks like tape in his mouth and tells him to keep looking. Yeah, it's really weird. We then hear barking from upstairs, and the two men kind of look and they see a dog's shadow, but the shadow looks like a Rottweiler. Like that's what it looks like. And Billy and Travis just get the fuck out of there. And then we
Good.
see like little Algonquin coming down the stairs and like growling at the door.
I love it so much.
Gonk is my favorite.
He doesn't die, right?
No,
Okay.
of course not. If anything happened to Algonquin, no,
I would have been
this would
like,
not be
oh,
like one of
yeah.
my favorite movies. In the next scene, Vincent is like, excuses, excuses, as Billy and Travis tell him that they couldn't find the book anywhere. And Billy starts telling him about the dog and how it must have been the size of a water buffalo. Vincent tells them to be quiet before telling them to go to the courthouse and bring him all the records of the town ordinances. He then very aggressively tells them to get out. He's not a happy camper. And Billy is sitting there in fear, and Vincent just looks at him before he jumps and runs out of the room.
Dude, Vincent, if you wait a little bit when she finds the recipe book, she probably would have sold it to you. The fact that you're doing all this is gonna be shady.
Exactly. Our montage continues of poor Elvira trying to find a job. She sees the man that she kind of yelled at on the first day she was here.
Oh, that she's gonna go crazy.
And he promptly just runs away from her. We then hear a tire screech and a thud off screen. They're,
Oh, like he got hit by the car.
they're imagining that scene from Frankenhooker. Do you
Yeah, oh my
remember? Yeah.
God. So funny. Oh man.
We also see Bob on a ladder putting up those like old school signs that show outside of the movie theaters that tell you like what movie is playing. Do you
Okay.
remember?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
The sign says matinee, how to hunt duck. As Elvira is passing the ladder, Bob fumbles with the letters and one drops on Elvira's head. Bob immediately comes down the ladder, apologizing profusely and asking Elvira if she's all right. He then asks her, How's your head? To which Elvira replies, well, I haven't had any complaints yet, which is probably my favorite line of the movie.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite lines of this whole movie. Innocent Bob just looks confused and says, excuse me?
Oh,
I
Bob.
know. Elvira quickly tells him that she's fine and then fills him in on the horrible day she's had job searching. Bob tells her that her problem is Chastity Pariah. Isn't that funny that her name is Chastity Pariah?
It's actually hilarious. I gotta say, Pariah is a pretty good last name.
Right. So Bob tells her that her problem is Chastity Pariah, and Elvira's like, oh, I thought I had that cleared up.
Oh.
Bob explains that Chastity Pariah is that old biddy that has turned the whole town against her. Swell, Elvira exclaims. So now no one will hire me, and I'm flat busted. Bob's eyes immediately drop to her chest. And Elvira's like, she means that she's broke.
Yeah, I've never heard that saying before.
Flat busted.
Okay.
Bob tells her that he would hire her, but he's barely getting by himself. Elvira's like, yeah, who wants to pay to see some quack making duck calls? And then she tells him that he put an extra E in matinee, which is not true. That's, the matinee has two E's, but Elvira's adamant, telling Bob she's in show business and she knows how to spell matinee. She climbs up the ladder and removes the second E. And we then see Chastity exiting a church across the street, and Elvira fumbles a little as she climbs down the ladder and she grabs the sign to keep from falling. And the way that she's holding the E by the bottom makes it look like an F. So right when Chastity looks over, it looks like the sign says how to fuck.
Oh my God, the D?
The the way she's holding the E,
E. Oh, like the extra E?
I think so,
Oh, okay,
by the
okay, that's
bottom
funny.
makes it look like an F. So yeah, like when Chastity looks, it literally says how to fuck.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
And Chastity sees this and makes this very like distressed sound before she literally faints.
I'm so glad she
She
fainted.
fainted.
She needs to buzz off.
She needs to buzz off. But Elvira's confused. She like looks in confusion before she falls off the ladder right into Bob's
Oh.
arms. It's very cute. But right at that moment, too, Patty is getting into her car nearby and sees all this.
Patty, go
I
away.
know. Bob puts Elvira down and she's like, oh, Bob, how can I ever repay you? And her hands are on his chest. And she's like, here, let me try, before she kisses him. And Patty sees this and calls Elvira a witch before screeching off in her car.
Like out loud, like screaming at her.
She's like, yeah, she's like, witch.
Oh,
Not,
yeah.
not like
To
super loud. Yeah,
herself.
yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Bob doesn't look like he's into the kiss right. He looks more surprised than
Oh,
anything.
okay.
And then when Patty screeches off, they both pull apart and like look after her because it like made a really loud noise. We then get a POV shot of someone watching Elvira and Bob from a window of a building
Probably
that's nearby.
Vincent.
Bob is kind of like wiping at his mouth and telling Elvira that he needs to go back to work. And Elvira tells him that he's going to go broke playing these movies and that she has all the classic films that he should play right in the back of her car.
Oh,
Meanwhile, we see that the person who is watching from the window is
Vincent.
Vincent.
Yeah, I got it.
Get it, girl. He's in what looks like a library, and he walks to one of the shelves and reveals that it's a hidden door to an elevator. Vincent rides the elevator down to this underground dungeon area. There are lit candles everywhere, and Vincent puts on this like cloak.
He's such a weirdo. Well, he's like a cult person, so yeah, so
He's a wizard. You're a
wizard.
wizard, Harry. Um, he puts on the cloak and he starts speaking in a different language. He then says, He who holds the book of sight, when the moon is drained of all its light, will then the ruler of the night, master of the dark. He then says that the lunar eclipse is less than a week away, and when the moon is drained of all its light, the table starts shaking and it's Morgana. There's nothing you can do, Vincent yells. You're dead, and I'm not. And the room continues to shake and thunder rumbles as Vincent just cackles maniacally.
Rude.
So rude. We cut to Elvira walking into Patty's bowling alley. All the teenagers are sitting very melancholy at the tables. Elvira's really excited, telling them that she's hosting a midnight movie showing of the worst movie ever made. You know, like bad as in bad. Like, I'm bad, Jamal, you know it. Referencing MJ. I don't know what this
I just like blanked. I was like, what is going on? That would go over my head for sure, too.
I think it's referencing Michael Jackson.
Mm.
Yes, is it? Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. So it's again, I wrote the script a long time ago. So she's literally going like, I'm bad, Jamon, I'm
Oh.
bad, like the I'm bad song.
Oh.
And she does this like little dance move. It's really cute.
Oh. Okay. I still don't know.
You ever heard Bad by Michael
I
Jackson?
have, but I don't know it. I have heard it. I just don't. I don't know.
Won't you slap my face because I'm
Yeah,
bad,
it sounds
Jamon. Oh
familiar.
my God. I'm so disappointed right now. Anyway, Elvira's really excited about
Okay.
showing this showing of this really bad movie. The teens haven't said anything though, and they continue just sit there. And Elvira's like, "What is this? Invasion of the Body Snatchers?" And she turns to one, tits like in his face, saying, "I thought we were bosom buddies." The teens explained to her that Mr. Cobb, the principal, and their parents would never let them go. Elvira starts guilt tripping them, saying how it's not their problem if this blows her chances at making a living and if she gets so depressed that she hangs herself in the oven.
Okay, so see what did not age well, an older lady trying to get kids to come watch movies and making these kind of things.
Yeah.
But I understand her. She's just trying to
It's a
bring
it's a
life.
movie showing. It's not like
Yeah.
at her house or
I thought it was
anything.
at her house.
It's at the movie house that Bob works at.
Oh, okay, that's different. I thought it was at her
Yeah.
house. I was like,
No.
that's kind of weird. Right?
Remember she tells Bob, like, I have all the bad movies I
Okay, I got it.
watch
Okay, yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
no, that's so different. Okay.
She then turns to leave before turning back around and saying, if they ever ask about me, tell them I was more than just a great set of boobs. I was also an incredible pair of legs. And tell them that I never turned down a friend. I never turned down a stranger for that matter. And tell them when all is said and done, I only ask that people remember me by two simple words. Any two, as long as they're simple.
I was like, which ones?
Any two, as long as they're simple. And the teens are all looking really sad, and Elvira collapses onto the counter, sobbing, sobbing. The teens decide that they're all going to go anyway, no matter the
Oh, kids.
consequences.
Okay, yeah.
And
This town sucks.
I know.
Kids should be able to like watch some funny movies.
Elvira jumps up, telling them to be there or be square, and she then leaves, and the teens start talking about what they're gonna do. And we see Patty watching all of
Patty,
this.
fuck you.
Very, that was aggressive.
Yeah, very aggressive against this
Don't like Patty.
not Patty and not Chastity.
Fuck you, Patty. Fuck you, Chastity.
Travis,
And Travis and Billy
Billy, and
and
Vincent.
Vincent.
Those five.
They're all on Yeva's shit
They
list.
are. Yeah, they
They're all
are.
on their shit list.
Hey, is anyone gonna die?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I guess you'll have to
It's just
say
this kind of movie that's more fun.
it's this
Yeah.
one's definitely more fun camp.
Yeah, which I like those movies. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Even though it is considered like a horror comedy, but there's definitely not a lot of horror in this movie. In the next scene, we see the teens all sneaking out of their houses. One walks out the door and his pants snag on something, revealing the red underwear that he's wearing underneath. So he like hangs his head and walks back into the house to change. Oh, that really got you.
That's funny. I like that he was just like, oh.
I was like, damn it. I did all that work sneaking out, and now I have to go back in and change.
It's so did they rip?
Yeah,
Oh,
like he was like sneaking out and his pants like snag on like a nail or like something
okay.
that's sticking out of the
I
wall.
just saw like pants like droop down. So I was like, it's okay, dude. You could just like,
No, it like rips.
oh, okay, okay. Um,
Oh man. We also see Patty sneaking into the building.
oh my God.
Yep.
Maybe Patty will be like snapped out of her hypnosis of being like on the morality club watching this bad movie.
I don't know if Patty's in the morality club. That's Chastity. She's like the head of the morality club. Patty's the
You know,
gambling owner.
I assume they were all morality club.
Mm,
The
maybe.
HOA, whatever,
Maybe.
but probably not then.
HOA.
I don't know. I thought they're like, oh no, they're like the town council. Well, if it was a bigger town, this would be an HOA probably. Okay. That's the whole, true horror in this.
That's the true horror is the HOA. Backstage, Bob has painted the wall to say Elvira, and some of the teens are helping her out. There's a bucket of gold glitter that they're putting in the rafters, that she's gonna pull down. So she's covered in a very like Flashdance-esque moment. Have you seen Flashdance? It's like a dancing movie, and it's like that really like classic scene where she's on the chair and she pulls and the water spills on her.
Oh, I think if I didn't see it, I definitely seen that scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, the Flashdance-esque moment guaranteeing a standing ovulation instead of ovation. She says ovulation.
I was like, is that a is that
It's
a
not a thing. It's a standing ovation, but
yeah,
she says
okay,
it's
got it.
standing ovulation.
Oh, that's funny.
However, we see that Patty is in the rafters by the bucket of gold glitter.
She's
The
gonna fucking put pig blood in there, like
maybe the teens are all watching Attack of the Killer
you
Tomatoes.
know what? Fucking love that movie. Have you seen it?
I have seen it.
So good. It's
It's
so
so
funny.
good.
You remember that assassin scene? I made my whole family watch it during the pandemic because I think it was like in San Diego too. It was like downtown San Diego. I think you can see the fucking like pirate ship or Star of India or something. So it's actually kind of
Oh.
funny. But people like the so if you guys haven't seen this, please watch this movie. It's first it's great, but this assassin scene is like the guy, there's an assassin trying to shoot this one guy. He shoots like everybody but that guy, like behind him, in front of him. It's like it was so funny. Oh man, yeah. I made my whole family watch it. I think they all liked it. It was great.
Dang it, so we can't do it for the channel.
No, we can't because it's fantastic. We can react to it. I
We
can
can react
actually
to
rewatch
it.
it. But
Yeah.
I know that movie well. I've seen it at least 4 times.
Oh my God. Well, Elvira's like narrating it. It's really funny.
I would totally love that.
Yeah. Miss Robin has gotten herself a makeover. She like has her makeup and her hair done, and the guy sitting next to her notices and like puts
Ooh.
an arm flirtily around her, and she's all like excited. It's really cute. The movie ends, and then it's time for the grand finale. Elvira puts on the song Maniac. She's a maniac,
Oh yeah, I love it.
maniac, which is from Flashdance. And we get this dance scene that's just hilarious. Elvira doing all of these flips in this black leotard. Obviously not her. Like you can totally tell
Oh,
what
yeah,
she's
so
got,
yeah.
like It's then time to douse herself in gold glitter, so she pulls the rope, but it's not gold glitter that falls all over her. It's like this black tar-like substance that just covers her.
Oh my God, I hate people.
Patty,
Patty. Oh my gosh, I hope Patty like shits a brick.
a literal brick comes
Yeah, just
out of her butt.
I hope she's so much pain.
So much pain. Yep. Yep. All the teens have like stopped cheering and they're now like staring in concern as Elvira is like spitting the tar out from her mouth and trying to figure out like what the fuck just happened. Patty then drops white feathers all over her, which of course just stick to the tar.
Yeah.
And she's just cackling because she's evil.
Do they realize it's Patty up there?
Elvira sees her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't want her to think it was the teens that
No,
accidentally
no,
did
no,
it.
no,
Yeah.
no, no. I'm pretty sure she sees Patty. We cut to Elvira in the bathtub, and the camera also shows us these red containers around that says gas on
Is
them.
it are the containers in the bathroom with her?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Elvira is pissed, understandably, talking to herself about how she's never been so humiliated. Just wait till I get my hands on that Patty, she says. I'm going to rip every single bleached blonde hair out of her scalp, gouge her eyeballs, and use her head for a bowling ball.
Good.
Mm,
I wonder if gas is like you have to use it to wipe that tar off. I
gas?
don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay.
As Elvira is ranting to herself, we see that Robin, her little crush, and Bob are all sitting in the living room and they can like hear Elvira ranting in the bathtub. Bob is just smiling to himself and he's giving Gonk some pets. It's
Oh,
really cute.
oh.
Yeah. Elvira continues, that barf bag, Chastity Black, ripping me out of a job, and that sleazoid of a high school principal turning all the kids against me, and that bench sniffing real estate lech trying to get his commission in the sack. Yeah, she's gonna get even with all of them.
Good. I hope so. Find that recipe book.
Find
Find that
that
recipe
recipe
book.
book.
We gotta do it.
Come on, Gonk, you gotta tell her where it
Yeah,
is.
you gotta fish it out and have Gunk point at it with his little
With
cute
his cute
paw.
little paw. Elvira finishes her bath and goes to join the others in the living room. And when she walks in, Bob sniffs the air and asks her what perfume she's wearing.
Hmm.
Elvira answers with super unleaded. So maybe she
Oh,
has.
yes. I think that I feel like if she had so much like gasoline there, it must have like she must have used to wipe the tar off, but I don't know.
Yeah. And then she tells him not to smoke.
Okay. That's so scary.
She hands Bob a beer and cracks one open for herself. Here's to her big opening. Bob leans forward to put his drink on the table, and Elvira just stares at his ass for a second before turning to the two teens and asking them, is it not past your bedtime? The guy, as oblivious as most men are, is like, heck no. But Robin comes in clutch and she's like, yeah, it's getting awfully late. So they leave. So
That's so
she's,
great.
alone with Bob. The next shot is Elvira and Bob sitting on opposite ends of the couch watching TV. And Bob is looking really nervous, hands in his lap. The television program ends and they kind of slowly turn their heads to look at each other.
Oh.
Elvira is giving Bob this like sexy come hither look.
Okay.
And Bob is just wringing his hands and swallowing and nervously smiling. And this scene is so cute and funny. And Elvira kind of hops a little closer, but she lands on something. And she reaches down to find the recipe book under the pillow where Gonk hid it,
Oh, finally.
right? And she's like, how did this get here? And we get this adorable shot of Gonk laying down and covering his face with his paws. Like, it wasn't me who put it
That's
there.
cute.
It's so
Oh.
cute. Elvira puts the book aside and jumps onto Bob, who kind of tries to get away, and exclaims that he's starving. But Elvira just says, "Me too," while she's stroking his chest. Oh, Bob. He suggests that they go out to eat, but Elvira's like, no, 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 no. How about you set the table while I see what I can whip up in the kitchen? And she picks up the recipe book and heads to the kitchen.
Okay.
Elvira's in the kitchen with Gonk, trying to make sense of the book, and she finds a page that literally says Kozarole, like Kozarole. And Gonk growls when she says it. But then she's like, oh, this must be a recipe for a casserole.
That's probably what I would say. Like, yeah,
Probably, yeah. You're like, Kozarole, casserole.
it's all just in a different language. It's fine.
Oh my God. She then goes about making the quote unquote casserole
Oh my gosh.
with ingredients that we don't know what they are. But when she opens the cabinet, she finds all these labeled jars that match the
Oh,
ingredients.
okay.
And the first one is like literally worms, like live worms. So she drops one in and
She
it's,
just dropped one in.
yes, and it's like slithering. And then she's like, meh, and drops the whole jar full in. She's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna, put the whole jar full in. I know. All the while, Gonk is still kind of growling, like
Yeah,
he's
Glank
not happy with this.
was like, why is my new owner so stupid?
Elvira, come on, girl. So she makes this like really disgusting looking soup that apparently smells okay, but looks like caca doo-doo.
Oh, okay, okay.
And she puts some crunched chips on top and she goes to serve it to Bob. Bob tells her it smells great and then asks her what it is. And Elvira replies that it's just something that she conjured up.
Come.
Ah.
Oh my God, this is poor Bob if he tries it. I don't even know. Oh.
Bob is so sweet and like pulls back the chair for her to sit down. Hope you're hungry, Elvira says as she takes the lid off of the pot. And out of the pot comes this green worm-like monster. It kind of reminds me of the worms from Tremors, but just
Oh,
imagine a
really?
lot
Okay,
smaller.
okay, okay.
Yeah. Both Elvira and Bob start screaming as it tries to attack them. They manage to get the pot back to the kitchen, dump the worm monster into the sink, and turn on the garbage disposal. Bob is like kind of freaking out, understandably, and quickly takes his jacket off, which has like all the worm monster residue on it. Elvira says, this is the first time I was an appetizer for the main course. And Bob just asks her where she learned how to cook.
Honestly, I would ask the same thing if somebody served me that. Oh man.
Elvira starts to answer that she was just following a recipe when Gonk takes the book and runs up to the attic.
Oh my God.
Bob and Elvira chase after him and find him in the attic where he's pawing at a trunk.
Hmm.
Bob tells Elvira that he thinks Gonk wants her to open the trunk, and Elvira is like, well, why didn't you just say so? She opens it to reveal lots of different things. She grabs like this animal skull and says, this could be you, Gonk.
Oh
And,
my
and,
God.
and he just growls again and he kind of hides under a chair. They find an envelope with Elvira's name on it, and Bob goes to hand it to her, and she asks, you think it's for me? But she's scared to open it, so Bob does it for her. And inside, they find a letter that reads as follows. Dearest Elvira, for all these years, I protected you from the truth. But the time has now come when your only protection is the truth. Your mother, Divana, has an extraordinary woman, was an extraordinary woman,
As an external.
has an
I
extraordinary woman.
understand.
She was the true mistress of the dark, but her power did not go unchallenged. We then hear Morgana reading the letter. For 300 years. So that was Elvira reading it.
Okay.
And now we hear Morgana
Oh, okay, okay.
reading, for 300 years, your great uncle Vincent coveted her dominion. He would have destroyed you as he did her had I not sent you away. I left you with all the power you would need to protect yourself and entrusted you to my loyal familiar.
Oh, he's a
He's a
familiar.
familiar. But it wasn't you alone that I sought to protect. It was the book that contained your mother's magic. Our enemy is a formidable one. Protect the book, Elvira, and above all, keep it from Vincent. When the moon falls under the earth's shadow, remember you carry the power with you. Your loving aunt, Morgana.
Oh, okay.
Throughout the reading of the letter, we see Morgana leaving a basket with a little baby Elvira in it. And it's so funny because the baby has her makeup look,
I like her.
or like her
Okay. Oh
makeup,
my
but
God.
like
Yeah.
it's on the baby. And the baby is holding a glowing red ring. And we also see a Rottweiler barking with glowing red eyes.
Oh, so Gonk, he can become a Rottweiler too. He's such a good boy. Oh my
He's
gosh.
the best boy. And when I get another dog, I want to name him Algonquin.
Algonquin.
Hi everyone. So it is actually the next day. We decided to split this up into two parts. So if you're watching the video of the podcast, Yeva and I are now just over Zoom. Hi, Yeva.
Hey, yeah, it's the next day. I was too tired last time. It was a very, I was also kind of annoyed because I'm like, oh my God, it just got to like the best like part. Like I was like, oh, you're finding things out, and then but we're gonna finish today. It hasn't been that long at least.
Nope, it's just been the next day. So where we left off is the letter, right? Okay.
Yes.
So after reading the letter, Elvira is pretty shook. But she's also always known that she's been a little different. And she also knows that she cannot let Vincent get his hands on that book.
Oh, fuck Vincent. Fuck him.
Uh, Elvira tells Bob, here I am knocking myself out to make a living as a horror hostess when I'm actually a descendant from like a major metaphysical celebrity. She's kind of excited.
Woo! I love it.
Woo! She then tells him that she can just literally make the money for Vegas. Like, she's a witch. Why can't she just make it? Bob is hesitant. He starts to tell her not to go messing with that book again. But Elvira's already found a spell with the word moolah. And she's like,
Okay. She needs to like figure out what language it is. But if I saw moolah, I'd also think money. What, like the Sims have it?
and that's what she thinks because she's like, that's what I need. Lots of moolah. And again, despite Bob's protest, she starts to recite the incantation. And the room starts shaking, and then the lights go out. Suddenly, the room stops shaking, and Elvira starts to moan a little bit, and she's like, oh, Bob, I think that was a love spell. And she's groaning,
Oh my God.
but then Bob turns the light on, and Elvira is literally holding like a snake. She screams, throws it, and it catches on fire.
Oh my God, the snake?
Yeah. So it wasn't a money spell, nor was it a love spell.
Oh, she thought it was his snake on her hand. I was like, what does that have to do with love?
I didn't even think about that. Good job, Yeva.
Thank you.
Elvira just runs to Bob and she's like, hold me, Bob, hold me. And they lie back on the couch and then the lights turn out.
Wow. So
Uh-huh.
cute.
The lights turn out, and then the camera immediately cuts to the word morality on a banner.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh yeah, the morality club. Finally, we get to find out about it.
The Morality Club. Oh my God, I forgot about this part. As the camera pans out, we see the full banner says Falwell Morality Club Annual Picnic.
Okay.
There's a live band playing, and the teens are all falling asleep because they're bored.
Oh, it's like one of those really boring bands, I guess. Like, oh my God. Okay, yeah. Like,
Oh, yep. It's just a boring event. The grandma from the hotel, I really don't remember her name. It just doesn't matter what her name is.
yeah, I don't remember her name either. All I remember is that she has gingivitis and she
She has,
couldn't, I don't know.
exactly, gingivitis grandma. Is telling Chastity what a success it is. And Chastity agrees, saying this is something that everyone can be proud of her for. Proud of her for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, that was a weird sentence, but yeah, okay. Okay, got it.
We see Elvira sneak out from under a table wearing sunglasses. Like that can disguise her. Imagine her wearing sunglasses. Um, and she puts the pot that that monster was in, like the spell that she made. Remember, there was like a worm monster that came
Oh,
out?
yes, yeah.
She puts that on the table that's full of food.
That's so funny. That is hilarious. Well, wait, is the monster dead? I forgot.
You're just gonna have to find out.
Oh, wow. Okay,
I
got
mean,
it.
it did go through the garbage disposal, so.
Oh, yes. Oh my, ew. That's even gross. That's even worse. I mean,
She then runs and hides in the woods so that she can watch the mayhem unfold. Bob creeps up behind her, scaring her in the process, asking her, like, what's going on? And Elvira responds that she's settling the score. It is a potluck after all. And when they open that pot, they're gonna need all the luck they can get.
oh, I like that. That's
I do
funny.
too.
That's pretty clever.
Right? Chastity goes to open the pot, and Elvira exclaims that revenge is better than Christmas. And the music escalates, and Chastity opens the pot to reveal a casserole. Elvira is very confused.
That is so rude. So did she read the spell right?
Elvira's confused, and then Chastity is really gross and decides to literally dip her finger in the pot to like try the food. I'm like, you don't do that at a pot. Like, use a spoon. She like dips her finger in, and apparently it's marvelous. And she serves herself a heaping spoonful of the casserole.
So annoying. I'd be so pissed. I'd be like, "Ugh, I didn't even try my own casserole, but
Everyone is eating the casserole, commenting about how good it is. But then something starts to happen. The song I Put a Spell on You comes on. I put a spell on you.
oh,
Now you uh-huh. Chastity looks at Calvin, the principal. She looks at him seductively. We cut to Harold, who's the realtor guy, the guy that was in Supernatural.
oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Uh-huh. And Patty sitting across from each other. So Harold and Patty are sitting across from each other, also eating the casserole. And Harold picks up a hot dog and asks Patty, "Remind you of anything?"
Oh my God, that's funny.
To which Patty picks up a taco shell and asks Harold, "Remind you of anything?"
That's so funny. I like these people. That's hilarious.
You like them when they're under the
Under the spell
influence of
because
the
yeah, oh yeah,
casserole.
this is morality. half a day I already forgot all about how crazy they were. Yeah, okay. You're right.
Patty then grabs the hot dog with the taco shell and eats it while Harold just looks on with like the skeeviest look on his face. He's like,
Ew.
yeah, he's getting super turned on.
That is hilarious. That's so funny.
Oh, just hold on to your horses, Yeva. Chastity is snatching the pot away from a police officer, telling him that it's hers. She wants it back, and she uses the ladle to scrape the last bits of casserole into her mouth. Oh boy, am I a horn dog, she exclaims. We see, and Chastity sees, a man lying on the grass, and she saunters over and says, "Excuse me, is this seat taken?" And she sits on his face.
Oh my God. That is so wild. That's so crazy. That's hilarious. I'm so glad it's happening to her because she's such a bitch.
It's amazing. And Elvira, who's watching all of this, like she like gasps. The whole energy of the picnic changes. The band is more upbeat. People are dancing. Elvira and
Gyrating, maybe.
gyrating. Elvira and Bob run to the picnic, and a really old lady grabs Bob and says, "Come on, stud, let's boogie," and pulls him away. Clothes are coming off.
Wow.
And we see Grandma from the hotel put mustard on, I'm pretty sure, her son's ear and licks it off.
Ew.
Yeah, I guess the spell doesn't know the difference between family and not family.
Oh, that's okay. That's a little bit gross.
Yeah,
Not a
but
little bit gross.
she
That's
just
a that she
yeah,
does only mustard.
it's just mustard and she licks it
Okay.
off his ear. Elvira goes back to hiding behind some trees, watching all of this, and then we see Vincent pull up in his car behind her. Vincent knows that Elvira made a dish using the recipe book and offers her $500 for it, but Elvira refuses. Vincent gets pissed and tells her that he'll get her and her little dog too.
Fuck you. You're never gonna get Grok.
Gonk.
Gonk. Grok is the one from um that Disney movie, Emperor's New Clothes, right?
Grok?
Yeah.
Kronk?
Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't even I don't
Yeah!
even Okay, what's the dog's name?
It's Taylor Mahogany all over again.
Oh my God, yeah, it is.
Should we tell that story?
Yeah, we can tell the story. So, I couldn't remember this actor's name, and I was like,
She's like the one with the nose and the all right, all right, all right.
no, I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I
sorry,
didn't even
sorry.
get that one right.
The yeah, yeah, yeah. And she said his name was Taylor Mahogany. And I was like, do you mean Matthew McConaughey? And she's like, yeah, 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 Matthew McConaughey. But she was talking about Owen Wilson the whole time.
I was, yep, because he has the nose,
And the yeah, yeah, yeah.
and the yeah, 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 yeah. Oh my God, yeah. I mixed them two up so hard. I was, oh my gosh.
Oh,
Yeah, it is all over. It's happening again. What's the dog's name?
so wait, you called him Grok? You called him Grok, which you
Grok,
thought
yeah.
was Kronk from
Yeah.
Emperor's New Groove. But his name is Algonquin and Gonk.
Gonk. Okay, Gonk. Okay.
But who's Grok?
I thought it was the dog's name.
You and it's so it's not anybody because you thought it was Kronk.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yes. Finally, at least I didn't go 3 steps this time. It was only two.
There's only two steps. Okay. So Vincent storms off, and Bill is still very adorably dancing with the cute little granny when Patty steals him away.
Patty.
And the granny is not happy as Patty is just latched on to Bob. He, he mouths the word help to Elvira, and Elvira tries to go rescue Bob, but Patty is not having it. She shoves Elvira away, knocking her to the ground before telling Bob, "Let me show you how a real woman does it."
Oh my God.
And she kisses him, and a very angry Elvira stalks up to her, pulls her away, and socks her right in the face.
Yeah, she deserves that. She definitely deserves it. Patty's so annoying.
Patty falls to the ground, and somehow in the process, I can't tell you how, this is where the camp comes in. She loses her top, which Elvira is like holding. She's like holding Patty's top.
Oh my. Okay.
And we see that her giant boobs are definitely fake.
Oh, okay.
And Elvira, very amused, just flings her top over to the teenagers.
Are they like implant fake or are they like fake fake? Like she has like sandbags.
Yeah, I think they're fake, fake.
Oh, that's even funnier. Okay.
Yeah. Or back at a council meeting where everyone is very ashamed of themselves. And Chastity is complaining that Calvin attacked her in broad daylight and almost had his way with her. And Calvin retorts back that it wasn't him, it was her, and she could have worn out a mechanical bull.
Oh man, okay.
Chastity is not having it, calling him a sex-addled maniac, and demands that council remove this pervert. Harold jumps in, saying he never touched those sheep.
Those sheep?
Sheep.
Oh, oh my gosh.
Everyone is arguing until Vincent knocks his cane into one of the chairs. He tells them that Elvira is responsible for all of this. The council agrees, and Harold says she ought to ride around the town on a big fat rail. I don't know what that means, but that's what he says.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
She ought to ride around the town in a big fat rail. Um,
Guess we'll take it as a not a good thing.
Not a good thing because Chastity agrees and tells him that she would enjoy that very much. Vincent slams a big book down on the table and tells the council that we can have Elvira arrested.
Hmm.
On what charge, you may ask? A law that dates back to the Salem witch trials that forbids any townsperson from practicing the ancient arts of spellcasting, demonology, alchemy, and conjuration.
Vincent, you're the one that's doing it. Oh my God.
Um, and the charge is witchcraft.
That is
Dun, dun,
so
dun.
ridiculous.
And everyone's like, oh,
Oh
yeah,
my God.
witchcraft. We jump to Elvira in a jail cell.
They
Her,
actually arrested her for it?
her trusty Algonquin right there with her. She's yelling at the officer to let her out, but of course they aren't. So then she starts talking to Gonk, complaining about what she's going to tell Manny and the flamingo in Vegas. Your new act got burned at the stake.
I know, seriously. It's like, are you guys gonna burn her then? Oh my God. I really hope she hid the recipe book.
hmm Bob comes to see her, telling her that he got her the best lawyer around and he'll be here in the morning.
Oh, Bob.
I know, my sweet Bob. It's too late though. She would be an ashtray by then because they're planning to burn her tonight.
Oh my God, wait, they're literally planning on burning her? I'd call like the FBI. It's so ridiculous.
They're not going to give her a phone call.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh my God.
So she tells Bob to go get the book from her house. Bob runs to go get it, and Elvira calls him back, telling him that it's under the floorboards in the living room. Bob runs off again, and Elvira calls him back again, and he runs back to her, and she just says, "Hurry!"
I love it.
I know. Meanwhile, the townspeople are preparing for the burning. The teens are sneaking around on a roof, and we see that it's the roof of the jail.
Oh my God, are the teens gonna save her? I hope they do.
Hell yeah. We cut to Bob, who found the book under the floorboards, but Vincent, Billy, and Travis sneak up behind him. Travis knocks Bob out with a bottle to the head, and Vincent takes the book, exclaiming, "The power is mine!" as we get a shot of the full moon.
I hate Vincent.
Back in the jail cell, Gonk is barking and freaking out and kind of spinning in circles. Then he turns into a little rat with a little pink mohawk.
Oh.
And Elvira just stares wide-eyed before saying she took too much acid in the 60s. And Gonk, in rat form, is able to crawl into a hole in the wall and escape. Meanwhile, the townspeople are chanting, 2, 4, 6, 8, who do we incinerate? Elvira! Elvira!
You know what? I have to say, this town is, if they weren't so evil, some of them is hilarious.
But think about it. Do you think they're really evil or are they under some kind of spell?
Oh, yeah, because Vincent's doing all this crap and stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah, that might be, yeah, because it's like, oh my gosh. But either way, I like this town.
You want to go to Falwell, Massachusetts?
I would love to, yes.
Okay. An officer and a priest walk to Elvira's cell, and she's happy to see the priest at first, thinking that he's going to save her. But he goes into the cell and cries out, "God, save this wretched creature's soul. Even though her creamy white flesh will burn and sizzle," as he grabs hold of her boobs. I don't know why people just keep touching her tits. Well, I do get it, but stop it.
Yeah, stop touching her. Oh my God.
Stop. They are interrupted, thank goodness, by the teens falling from the ceiling into the cell right next to Elvira's.
Oh my God, right next to her. Oh, that's funny.
Yes, unfortunately, they are now locked in the next cell, and the officer's like, "Well, that was convenient." They tried.
They tried. I gotta give it to them. They tried. They really did.
Mhm. Elvira thanks them for trying as they take her away. Gonk in rat form has made it back to the house and finds Bob knocked out and tied up. He turns into his Rottweiler form and manages,
Yeah.
yeah, Rottweiler Gonk, and manages to free Bob, who has now woken up. Bob thanks him and says, "Good work, Gonk." We cut
Wait,
back to,
does Bob, did he turn it back into Gong?
no, I think he's still the Rottweiler. I think Bob knows.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. We cut back to Elvira, who is being guided through the crowd by two police officers. The crowd is chanting, "Burn the witch! Burn the witch!" as she approaches the stake. They tie her up, and the officer asks her if she has any last words. "Just one," Elvira says. And then she screams, "Help!"
I thought she was gonna be like, fuck you, but no, I like that
I
more.
know, I wish. Nobody helps, though, and the officer gets the crowd to quiet down before he grabs the torch. "By the power vested in me by the sovereign state of Massachusetts," I do hereby pronounce sentence on Elvira, the prisoner, death by fire. The officer brings the torch down to light it when someone stops him. It's Patty, and she's telling him that what he's doing is wrong. Elvira's
Really?
like, yeah, Elvira's like, the fuck, Patty. But Patty continues, telling the officer, it'll catch faster if you light it in several places.
I should not be surprised. I should
I
not
know.
be surprised.
I, yeah, it got me too.
That's really
The
funny.
first time I watched it. Yeah. She then lights the brush and tells Elvira to burn in hell, witch. We see Chastity so jolly saying they should have one of these every year,
Damn, okay.
right? Brutal. Everyone is cheering, and we see these three young girls just sitting there roasting marshmallows like on the fire that's like about to kill Elvira.
Okay, yeah. You know what? Like, that is weird. Like, I'm like, really? Like, you're just gonna roast marshmallows? That's why I like the sound though, because it is slightly like it's kind of like bizarre.
I love it. The teens are watching from their jail cell, and Elvira turns to them saying, bye, kids. It's been swell. Just send my ashes to Las Vegas. Robin turns away, not wanting to watch. But then Bob pushes his way through the crowd and he's trying to figure out what to do. He sees Patty and tells her she's not a very nice person. And Patty actually looks pretty hurt by that comment,
Good.
right?
Fuck.
Bob starts trying to put the fire out with his jacket. Oh, sweet Bob. And Gonk, as the Rottweiler, is barking, and Elvira sees him before she has a flashback. We see baby Elvira in her basket again, and Morgana's voice saying, remember, you carry the power with you. And we see that glowing red ring again. Gonk starts barking again, so she looks over and his eyes flash red. Elvira is struggling against the rope and manages to get her hand free. The hand with a ring on it. She points the ring up to the moon where electricity flies out of it, thunder claps, and it starts pouring rain, which puts the fire out. Bob helps her out of the rope, and she immediately kisses him, and it's a very sweet moment.
Yay! It's so cute.
It is. It's cute. After their kiss, Bob pulls back smiling and then gets distracted by the lunar eclipse. He then makes the connection to Morgana's letter, which said, when the moon falls under the earth's shadow. Elvira's like, yes, before trying to kiss him again. But Bob tells her that Vincent has the book. They can't
Oh my
celebrate
God.
quite
That
yet.
sucks. Yeah.
Yeah,
You need to go get that book.
we got to get the book. We see Vincent come out of his office and he's wearing that red cloak he was wearing before. And there's like all this smoke and fog all around, and people are running and screaming. And he also looks way more evil and decrepit than before.
Really?
Yeah, he like
Well, I guess he's really old, right? Like over 300 years old or something?
maybe, but it's like getting the recipe and getting that power like turned him into like a monster.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, he's not quite a monster, but he's like very decrepit looking. He is screaming Elvira like repeatedly. Bob and Elvira are running before Elvira says, where's Gonk? And we see Rottweiler Gonk jump into Elvira's arms and transform back into little white Gonk, the tricky little puppy.
Oh,
Yes, little Gonk. Vincent runs into Calvin, Harold, and Chastity, who is immediately like, bro, we're on your side. And Vincent just says, swine, before turning all three of them into pigs.
oh my God. Yeah, he just didn't care at all.
Vincent corners Elvira, Bob, and Gonk so they have nowhere to run. Bob puts Elvira behind him and tries to attack Vincent with a lit torch, but Vincent is able to grab him by the throat and lift him up, which is
Wow.
wild because Bob is buff. Elvira sicks Gonk on him, but Vincent just grabs Gonk and throws him into a dumpster, slamming the lid shut. I know,
No.
it's really sad. Elvira threatens Vincent with her ring, but Vincent just laughs, telling her that the amulet could not protect her mother and it won't save her. He starts speaking in a different language and then shoots a spell at her, which she deflects with her ring. Elvira then says, "Oh, you want to play rough, eh? Well, take this." And she goes to shoot a spell at him, but flings the ring off by accident,
Oh
which,
my God.
of course, neatly lands right on his finger.
Oh my God. Okay, no, I feel like he must have done a spell on that or something. That's too funny.
Elvira's like, "What the fuck?" and like runs away. And Vincent stalks after her when we get the best shot of Elvira in this entire movie.
Mm,
Her dress is much shorter now, black heels, arms and tits out, holding a giant gun, like a huge gun.
that's so funny.
She looks incredibly badass.
Oh my God, I'm so excited to watch it.
It's like it's kind of like military Elvira,
I love it. That's
like
so fun.
yeah, it's amazing. And she's like, "You looking for me?" before shooting at Vincent and then bringing up the gun to blow the smoke away.
That's so brilliant.
Nothing
But
happens
yeah,
though.
I'm like, wait,
Yeah,
does anything happen
yeah.
to Vincent?
And Vincent condescendingly asks her if she thought he could stop him with one of her toys. Elvira looks a little less confident now, telling him it was worth a shot. She then points behind him, yelling, "Look!" and then dropping the gun and running away while Vincent looks behind
Can he
her.
fucking look? That's so great. Oh, sometimes you just need that.
Yep. So Elvira runs away and Vincent starts stalking after her, and the soundtrack is bopping.
Oh, I'm so excited.
They make their way to a cemetery, and it's such a vibe with like all the fog and just like the eeriness.
Ooh.
Elvira trips, so she's on the ground when Vincent catches up to her and starts talking in a different language again.
Oh my God. Go away, Vincent.
Elvira says, "Sure, that's easy for you to say," before taking off her heel and flinging it at Vincent. And her heel stabs him in the head, and he screams in pain.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Versus the gun, it's like a heel. Okay.
And it gives Elvira the opportunity to run away again. And she gets to a fence that has been chained closed, but with the power of her tits, she was able to break it open and keep running.
I love it. I love it.
A lot of power in those tits.
Oh, that's so funny.
Elvira makes it back to her house where Travis is waiting for her, saying that they have some unfinished business.
Oh my God. Really?
Elvira plays along before grabbing one of the containers on the counter and flinging its contents right into Travis's face. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but it kind of looks like there are leeches on his face. And he starts
Ugh.
screaming and flailing, and it's very dramatic. And then he falls out of the door before going quiet. I hope he is dead.
I hope so too. So he like, but if leeches wouldn't kill him that fast,
And
unless there were spell-ridden leeches, then maybe.
maybe they were spell-ridden leeches. Elvira continues to walk through her house when Vincent's hand bursts out of the wall and grabs her by the throat. As he's slamming her head back into the wall, a spear that was mounted on the wall comes loose and swings down, cutting Vincent's hand off.
Yeah, it's the ghost.
Vincent is screaming, and Elvira pries off his hand from around her throat and just throws it to the ground. Vincent then comes bursting through the wall, exclaiming, I am master of the dark.
Oh my God. Okay.
He stalks toward her, and we also see that his hand is alive, of course. And then he's full on breathing fire.
Wait,
Like,
okay, he's like turning into a dragon.
eh, quite possibly, because he's
Yeah.
literally breathing fire. And he starts to set the house on fire. Dodging the fire, Elvira jumps to the ground, so now she's backing away from him, like on the ground. And Vincent's hand starts to crawl towards her and scares her. So she grabs what looks like a pencil, but I could totally be wrong. But she just starts like stabbing the hand with whatever it was that she grabbed that looks like a pencil.
I love it. I honestly good. Because I would that's the most realistic part. I would freak out if I saw a hand too.
Exactly. Elvira is all of us. Vincent stepped on a loose floorboard, which came up and hit him right in the balls. So he dropped the book to the floor.
I like to think that it's her ghost.
Yes,
The
I'd like to
yeah.
think that it's Morgana. Yeah. We see that the severed hand is the hand with her ring on it. So right
Oh.
before, yep, right before Vincent delivers his killing blow, Elvira gets the ring off and deflects it so it rebounds and hits Vincent instead. Vincent starts screaming and explodes into this like blue light. It's very, very 80s.
Yay.
Elvira tries to get the book, but it's surrounded by flames, and we hear Morgana saying that she has the power in her, so she just runs out of the burning house.
Oh, so it's like
You
you
don't
don't
need
need
the
to have the
book.
book. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have the power in you. The scene cuts to Bob, Elvira, and Gonk sitting on the porch of the very badly burned, but still standing, home.
Okay.
Bob and Gonk are both wearing neck braces. It's really cute.
So cute. Yeah, it's so mean.
I know. How dare you throw Gonk into a dumpster?
Yeah.
Bob asks Elvira what the insurance guy said, and Elvira answers that the policy doesn't cover acts of demons. It's a bummer. Bob tells her that she still has the ring, but apparently the ring stopped working. Bob apologizes to Elvira, saying he knew how much she wanted to play Las Vegas, and Elvira replies that she's not the kind of girl whose dreams come true. She does better at nightmares.
Oh.
I know. But as Bob comforts her, we see a huge crowd of townspeople approaching them. Elvira quickly gets up and tells them that she's leaving, but they tell her that they don't want her to go. They all apologize to her, and Robin tells her that she's the best thing that has ever happened in this town.
Oh.
One of the teens' dads says that she's touched his son in ways that nobody has touched him before. And the teen just murmurs, I wish.
Oh man.
Um, so yeah, when I read the wiki page, it did say the town was under Vincent's spell. I think that's kind of the message
That's
that
why they're all like so happy. Okay, that makes
that's the
sense.
message you're supposed to get from them like apologizing and stuff.
Okay.
We see the man from the car garage who is fixing her car has finally got it up and running and has driven it here. Patty then comes up to her, apologizing for setting her on fire and hoping there are no hard feelings. Bob interjects, saying that Elvira is bigger than that, to which Elvira agrees, a lot bigger. Patty just rolls her eyes. Mr. Bigelow then finds her, telling her that now that Vincent is gone, she gets the full inheritance, meaning that she can go to Las Vegas.
Wait, Vincent wasn't getting anything though.
I know. I don't really get that part either, but
Oh, you know what? Maybe it's because Vincent had money, and now that he's dead, maybe she gets his.
that could also be true. Yeah. But anyway, she can go to Las Vegas. That's what we get from this.
Okay.
Elvira just stares at the camera with her huge blue eyes and repeats, Las Vegas? We see a flash of Vegas with a sign that says Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. And then we see Elvira's Vegas act. And I just can't even describe to you how brilliant it is. Like, she's got this amazing outfit on, and she's got these like huge black like wings. And she's dancing and singing, and she has all these sexy men dressed as devils as like her backup dancer. It's everything. You just need to see it. Like, I'm not doing it justice. Although the one part that I really did not like was she literally is holding a tarantula and like gives it a kiss.
Oh, okay.
That part I could have gone without, but the act ends with her shimmying her tasseled tits to the sound of like just cheering.
Oh my God, I love it.
And Manny is there, and Gonk is there, and Bob is there, and everyone's cheering and applauding. And she's presented with a bouquet of black flowers. And Elvira looks at the camera and says, Unpleasant dreams before winking. And that
Oh,
is our wonderful movie.
oh my God, I'm so excited to watch it. That sounds so fun. I'm glad that she went to Vegas, but that like Bob and Gonk were still there and like um that's like fun. Yeah, 'cause like Vegas is not like a forever thing. So that's so I like it. I like this movie was like heartwarming. I like it.
I know. It was like I I debated whether I wanted to do it because it really isn't like horror.
Yeah, yeah. It's like what horror comedy kind of thing.
That's what yeah, they call it like on Wiki, but it there really isn't much horror, but it just like it's such a campy classic that
Yeah.
I'm like we gotta do it.
Yeah, that's our thing. We got to do the camp, and I love it. It was really, really fun. And it's a nice little break sometimes, even though I am watching a lot of violent things. Like today, I watched Mortal Kombat. It's not a horror, but it was a nice and violent. So, you know.
Ooh, that is a violent movie.
Um, yeah, I like it. I'm definitely excited to do a reaction to the movie.
I'm so stoked. All right. Well, we'll see you guys for the post-movie discussion.
See ya.
So we just watched the movie, and this is our kind of post-movie discussion.
Yeah. Oh my God, it was so good. It was really, really good. It's definitely very fun. I want to see like the other Elvira movies. Totally had a blast. It was so good. I just like Algonquin's so cute. Anytime he was on screen, he was really cute.
The best.
I like the townspeople a lot more while watching it. It's like okay, they were like funny. The teens were like funny and stuff. Um, you did a really great job describing it. 10 out of 10. I think you did a really good job. The movie, you know what? Like, it probably 10 out of 10. I don't know. Like
It's like 15 out of 10.
yeah, it's not like it's a classic for a reason. It was great.
It's so good.
Yeah, not scary at all.
You jumped like 3 times.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I did. I do remember jumping at the worm.
She jumped at the worm. You jumped at the old lady at the
popping
beginning. And then there was one other time that you jumped too.
I forgot when, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to remember when the third time was too, but well, we recorded my reaction, so I guess we'll see.
Yeah, so that will be going up as well. Yes, your thoughts on Elvira, if you have any other ones.
I really liked her. I liked how like powerful she was. Not even just like as a witch, but like
the confidence.
yeah, her confidence is amazing. I really, really like her. I liked her like quips like back.
Her wit.
Yeah, exactly. She was awesome. And then, you know, Bob at first seemed stupid, but Bob in the end was actually pretty smart. She was just lucky.
You thought he was stupid at the beginning?
A little bit, yeah.
I just thought he was like very just innocent.
Yeah, maybe he was
super innocent, but he never gave me the impression of being stupid.
He gave me impression of being slow.
Okay.
But that quickly got corrected.
Proved himself to not be slow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Elvira, Bob, and Gonk are like dream team
They're
there.
so cute. Oh my gosh, I love Gonk.
It's like the best part of this
I
movie.
know, and like Robin and her love interest, that was really cute.
Yeah.
I like some of the backstories. They were cute.
Yes, and this is like the very like one of the only movies I can think of where I actually love the teenagers. Or like the kids, you know?
100%. I can't think of another one that I like.
Well, I mean, besides like it, you know, you're supposed to like the main characters are the kids. But,
Oh well, yeah.
But like in like a movie like this,
yeah,
usually the teens are really fucking annoying. But this is like
yeah,
you're like rooting for the teens.
Yeah, I agree.
And then the picnic.
That was so funny. Is this face taken?
I thought this whole time I thought it was just a seat taken, but she does say
I
it's
think
his face
yeah,
taken.
I think she says it's the space taken.
Which is even better.
So great. Oh my god.
Yeah. Or the hot dog reminds you of anything.
With the taco shell. Oh my god.
Reminds you of anything. It's so good.
They're so crazy. And then like I was like, I didn't do anything with the sheep or something. I was like,
touch those sheep.
oh man, yeah, that was pretty great.
Oh my god, my cheeks are literally hurting right now because I was just like smiling the whole time I was watching this movie.
It was
because how can you not?
Yeah, it's a very cute, like very good movie. I liked it. It was cute.
Love. All right. Well, thank you all so much for your patience, for getting this out.
Yes, thank you.
We're trying kind of a new schedule with things, so hopefully that will help us be more consistent.
Yeah, it's my fault, so.
We hope you loved Elvira. Our next movie is going to be Slumber Party Massacre.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm stoked. I mean, I'm always stoked.
You are? Yeah. I'm like wondering if I saw it before.
No, I don't think you did.
Okay.
Because I think I discussed this with you.
Okay, awesome. I've seen other massacres, but
You've seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah. But Slumber Party Massacre is really fun. And I actually, there is a sequel. There's Slumber Party Massacre 2. And I like the sequel better than the first one.
Really? Well, that's interesting.
Just because it gets like 10 times more campy. So we will definitely be doing the sequel too. But next time we will be doing the first one. Yeah. And then just to honor Elvira, we will end this podcast by saying, unpleasant dreams.
Have unpleasant dreams.
Bye, guys.